Hey there, this is David Duford from Final Expense Agent Mentor. Today we're going to talk about final expense sales by telephone. And I'm going to give you my opinion on how I think it actually is in reality. So I've been in final expense for 4 years now. I've trained well over 36 agents over the past year and a half in my mentorship program. And not one of them has done telemarketing sales, or telesales as we call it in the final expense business. And as I look around to see who is successful in this business, my approach to this business is to simplify when you can. Okay? What I mean by that is, if you want to be successful in the final expense business, do what the successful people do in this kind of business. And the truth is that if you look at the top 10% of agents, 95% of them do, if not more, do their final expense sales face-to-face. You very rarely see or hear about successful telesales agents that sell final expense. So why is that? Well, there's a couple of reasons that I can kind of guess. First reason is that the final expense business is not really set up. It's starting to trend this direction, but it's not really set up to take applications over the phone without the need for ink on paper. There's a few carriers now, as of 2015, that are doing totally tele-application processes. They're not accepting any more kind of paper applications, but they're still the minority. A good final expense agent that's independent needs about 5 to 10, if not more, final expense carriers in their bags at all times. And if you're stuck doing telesales, you're going to be much more limited than, the guy that goes face to face and sells in person. So I think there's a product limitation. So that's number one reason that I wouldn't do it. And number two, you've got your work set against you. Here's what I mean. For a telemarketer, you've got to qualify them over the phone. You've got to get their social security number. You've got to get their bank account. And all this time you're dealing with people who have been told for a number of years to be leery of anybody over the phone asking you personal information. In my mind, it's a huge roadblock, because those two things, a social security number and a bank account, are easy to get when you're face to face, because they see you, they've gotten to know you, who you are, kind of trust you a little bit. Whereas the guy over the phone, they'll never talk to again. So it's a relationship that's harder to ascertain these things. So, and I'm not here saying that it can't be done or it isn't being done. I know there are successful telesales agents out there. It's just they're the extreme minority. And when I'm creating these videos for people looking to be successful in the final expense business, my take on it is, let's find the path of success that has the least amount of resistance. And with telesales, there's more resistance than there is with face-to-face sales. So, why make it any more difficult than it already is? So that's my take on telesales. If you're interested in face-to-face sales in the final expense business, I urge you to check out my website at www.feagentmentor.com. Check out my videos here on YouTube, as well as my other videos on my website. And thanks for listening. Take care.